Hi, if you've never done any kind of energy healing work, I would love to introduce you to this wonderful modality called the emotion code. This is what I use most of the time with my clients who are trying to release traumas or release pains in the body or trying to get past things that are really problems to them. Dr. Bradley Nelson is the one who wrote the book called The Emotion Code. A good friend of mine sent this to me on audio when I was going through a very terrible time in my life, and it helped me so much. I was a busy mom with 3 kids, and it was great to listen to it on audio because you didn't have time to sit down and read a book for some reason. But some of you moms out there, maybe you can relate. Anyways, I feel like this book saved my life. I really do. There are so many things that can get stuck and trapped in our body and cause physical ailments like, gut problems, heart problems, stress. They say stress is the #1 killer. So this is how we release it. You guys. So Dr. Bradley teaches how we can use kinesiology or muscle testing to identify what emotions have not been processed correctly and are still stuck in the body. So once you identify those trapped emotions, you can release them. You don't have to talk about your story. You don't have to re-traumatize your body by telling things again and again that have happened to you, because that's exactly what happens sometimes. You're retelling an event. Your mind doesn't know the difference sometimes. If you're going through the first time or the second time, it's just you're going through those events, and sometimes you can cause those problems to get worse. And people can get into some severe depression. So I'm not saying don't talk to somebody. Of course, talk to somebody. Even talk to a counselor or a therapist if you feel like you need it. But this is just another form of healing that is out there that's available. And it's a little less evasive as some of the others that I've come across. So I use this chart that Dr. Bradley Nelson developed. You can find this anywhere, like on YouTube or Pinterest, or you can Google it, emotion code or the chart. But anyways, this is what we use when I'm working with my clients. I'll just muscle test them and find out what emotions are trapped in the body. And then we'll try to identify when you got the emotion. So if maybe you had an emotion that you got trapped when you were 16 years old. You may know what that event is or what it was linked to, but we're not going to go into that. I don't need you to tell me the story of how you got, this abandonment or this discouragement or whatever it was. You may know what it is, but as soon as your body identifies it, we're going to ask, is it safe to release it? As soon as I get a yes answer, we're going to release it. That's all we really need. We just need the permission from your subconscious to let this go now so that your body can move forward and you can heal. So what happens is, since we're not doing this in person, the wonderful thing about energy is everybody is connected. Energy is everything. Everything carries a frequency and a vibration. So we are all connected no matter where you are. Just like picking up a telephone and calling a friend, you may not see that connection. You may not see how you're able to talk to them, but it's there. It's energy. It's like how you may think of somebody and all of a sudden they give you a phone call and you're like, oh my gosh, you were just on my mind. That's because we are connected energetically. And energies can be broadcast from us, and sometimes you can know when somebody's thinking about you because maybe they'll come to your mind. And there's events where I've come across people who may be angry or upset, and I'm just standing next to them and I can feel that energy. I can feel their anger, and all of a sudden I start getting agitated. I'm like, why am I getting agitated? This happens to some of us. Some people are a little more sensitive to energies than others. Some may not even notice it, but some of us pick up energies around us. And I've noticed in my life, I'm a very empathetic person, and I do pick up people's emotions, and I have to recognize sometimes, is this my emotion or is this somebody else's? And then give myself permission to let that go, because I don't want to hold on to any negative energies. Negative energies can do damage to our body and to our heart. And Dr. Bradley discovered that people could have heart walls that they've built up around their heart to protect them from getting hurt again. And yes, this is a good thing. When you're going through it, it is good because it's a protective measure. We learned this as children. But it's also something that we need to start healing and start releasing so that we can be open again. So your heart can be open to receiving good things, good energies. You can receive love. And he discovered that heart walls can keep us from having abundance and having success in our life in other areas. So not only can it keep us from having love and good health, it can keep you from financial abundance as well. Believe it or not, even money carries a frequency. Everything around us carries a frequency and a vibration. So we want to attract those good vibes. We want to attract good frequencies. So once we start releasing the negative frequencies and the low vibration energies, that opens the door for more positive energies to come in. So we don't want the ones that are the lowest vibration, like shame and shock and unworthiness. Those can be very low frequencies, energies that cause a lot of the damage in our body. So once we get rid of these, we can have the high vibration energies like love and gratitude. And once we're resonating with those frequencies, the whole world changes. I mean, you see everything differently, and you'll notice that people start treating you differently. Money starts flowing better. It's not just a coincidence. Energy is real. It is scientific. It can be measured on a chart. So it's not woo-woo. It's not spiritual. If you want it to be, it can be. That's great. Go with it. It's just, it is science. Energy is everything. And Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, some of the greatest minds knew about this and knew that energy was the future of medicine. I believe that. I love it. It has seriously changed my life. And I love working with people and teaching them how they can do this for themselves, how they can release traumatic energies to move forward and heal. And I'd love to discuss that with you a little further about how we release them. But if you'd like to set up a consultation call with me, please reach out, comment, send me a message. I would love to set up a consultation call with you and talk to you about how we can move forward with your healing. Or you can go to the link in my bio and you can just book an appointment. I'd be happy to work with you over the phone or by Zoom, whatever works best for you. It's really nice if people can see it the first time for themselves. I like to use a pendulum when I'm muscle testing, and it's kind of cool when you see what energy can do. And you can use a pendulum to see the energy flowing, or sometimes you can do the other techniques with muscle testing. We put the your finger in the ring in method here, where it's strong if you get a yes answer, it's weak when you get a no answer. So every practitioner has a little bit of different way that they do muscle testing. I've heard some interesting ones, but that's the one I love. I love doing the pendulum. You can look that up as well. How to use a pendulum to muscle test, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube about that. It's pretty cool. I love that one. But I'd just be happy to work with you and tell you a little bit more. So reach out anytime and we'll set that up. Thank you.